Hello and welcome to www.maticknows.com. My name is Matic and I'm here to teach you how to make computer games using C++, OpenGL, and your mind. This VMK series is called the Zing Game VMK series, which basically means that we'll be creating the game called Zing. I released the Zing game a few years ago, and you can go and download it from the forum already. Just head on down to the forum, click down here under the games link, and you'll see that the game has been released both for Windows as well as for BlackBerry devices. We're going to be creating the Windows version of the game, so you can click on one of these links to download the version of the game. There's also a WinXP patch. If you are using Windows XP, then you'll need this patch for it to run. Basically, what you'll see when you run the game is a setup like this. Actually, let me fire it up so you can take a look at it for real. So here's the game up and running. Basically, what we have is a word find kind of game. At the very bottom, we have a 5-letter word that we're trying to guess at. And we have the alphabet located here on the shelves, and you are the player on the left with 6 bullets. Every time that you get a correct letter, then it will show up in the dashes along the bottom here. So let me say that I'm trying to guess what this word is, and I truly don't know what this word is, so let me assume there might be a letter E in here. So I'm going to press the letter E on the keyboard, and you notice that the can with the letter E went flying off the screen, and I lost a bullet, because now looking at the bottom left hand corner, we only have 5 bullets left. So okay, let me try again with the letter O. Nope, no O. Letter I. Okay, we have a vowel in this word. So I'm going to continue trying to guess what this word is. Let me pick the letter T. Okay. There's letter T, so the word starts with the letter T and it has an I in it. H. T R. Okay. Let's try the letter K. Okay, I think I know what it is. So you get the idea. You're trying to pick the letters that make up this word. If you get it correct, they show up at the bottom. If you get it incorrect, you lose bullets. So now if I pick the letter C, we have audio feedback to let us know that we've won, as well as visual feedback. If I wanted to play again, we'd press the space bar. A new word is given to us. Again, this just happened to be a 5-letter word, but this time it's probably not going to be the same one. Since I just tried spelling the same word and none of those letters are in this one. So let's try some other letters here. Whoops. Let me try letter F. So if you don't get the correct word, then you see that there's a losing screen, and basically, again, you can press the spacebar to play again or press escape to quit the game. If you press escape, there's just some scrolling credits that go by on the screen. So that's the game that we're going to be creating in this VMK series. It uses the OpenGL shader engine, which is developed here inside of the shader engine download section. So there's going to be 2 ways that you can create this game. You can either create the game by first creating the shader engine, which will require you to go through all of these videos here, which set you up to have a project inside of Visual Studio that lets you render things using OpenGL, set up shaders. You have mechanism to loading in textures, loading in sound, managing all of this stuff. Basically, there's 100 or so videos that go through all of the different steps to get things up and running. Alternatively, if you want to just do the fast track route, then down inside of the store, you'll notice that there is a Zing starter pack. The Zing starter pack will give you the source code you require from the engine that gets you to the stage where you can now build the Zing game. Either way, if you have the full engine source code because you've been developing the Shader Engine VMK series, that's great. If you have the starter pack from the store, that will work just as well. Just be aware that if you use the starter pack and you do have some issues with the game, like you want to customize it in some way that the current version of the engine doesn't support, then you won't be able to do that. You'll need to get the full Shader Engine built using the Shader Engine VMK series to be able to do that. The starter pack only gives you the minimum set of code to get up and running so that you can build the game as shown inside of this series. I'm going to be using Visual Studio 2015 for creating the Zing game, so make sure you'll have that set up on your computer. We'll be using a number of external libraries as well. Those all will be provided for you in the starter pack, or you'll already have those set up if you are already following along inside of the Shader Engine VMK series. If you have any questions about this VMK series, head on down to the forum by clicking on the thread link for this VMK, and you can post your questions there.